Come by the library, and Thalia will give you the details.
So nice to hear your voice again, Megan.
There were no crinkle cut fries, so I bought plain ones. You don't mind, do you?
Sure, they can be plain.
Why don't we watch something tonight? I'll be home soon. Bye.
Is that your wife?
Yes, my Megan. My beloved Megan. We're watching a movie together tonight. Can you recommend anything?
I think you should let Megan choose.
You're right. Thanks for the help. Me and Megan, we're so very grateful. I have some of her jewelry. She hasn't been dressing up much lately. Please, take it.
I don't need it, and it sure means a lot to you.
She does look quite stunning wearing it. Thank you.
I'm glad you're together again. What's on the menu today, Professor?
Just a few deliveries.
A few or a lot. I'll take whatever.
Good man.
You can't just run off like...
Henny, I'm not...
Aren't you cold, darling? You never knew how to dress appropriately. I remember back in preschool how you'd put your undies on your head.
I'm sorry, but I think you're mistaking me for somebody.
It's about time you made it back here, Henny. I'm feeling a bit out of sorts today. Why am I even standing here? Aha! Did you get... Do you have those, Help me out here, Henny.
I'm sorry, I'm Aiden. Aiden. And I really have to get going.
Pills. That's it. You were supposed to bring me my pills. Ran out this morning. And my mind's all sort of foggy.
I'd like to help, but Okay, let's see. I'm sorry, Grandma. I forgot to pick up your pills. Can you remind me which pharmacy I have to go to?
God, I've forgotten everything. Ah, I know. This group of nice boys came this morning for coffee. No, it was for tea. And they made me... I lent them my last bottle. They had such funny masks on their faces.
You were robbed by renegades?
Ah, yes. That might be what they called themselves. But they were nice boys.
All right, don't worry, Grandma. I'll ask those boys to give it back. Where did they go after that?
Somewhere over there. To those abandoned apartments behind me, I guess. Darling, don't you boys get up to too much mischief together. I'll be waiting with a hot cup of tea by the windmill south of the VNC Tower.
Carrier with a letter for you?
Excellent, thank you. Oh, very interesting.
What's that, ma'am?
Forgive me if I'm not at liberty to say. As a carrier,
Yeah, certainly.
the Guild has its network, but we overseers, I would say we are more like spiders. We crisscross the city with our webs and take note.
I see.
I'm sure you do. And yes, we occasionally, but we're just as likely to give them a treat as well.
Of course.
So, perhaps I won't share the tidbit that got caught on my web this time. But I will reward the fly who tugged on the thread and called it to my attention. Make sure my little fly is rewarded. And there's a little morsel for you as well.
Great.
Thank you. Will you take this?
Carriers Guild. Here's a package for you.
Oh my! I've been waiting for this. The new issue of Flicker Fanfare magazine.
What's that?
The best source for behind-the-scenes info on your favorite movies, their stars and directors. Oh, look! It says here that Lana Kasdan has a new film coming out. And that Eggy Canby's performance in The Quigley is a tour de force.
What's a movie?
You'd know if you read Flicker Fanfare, my friend. I used to read them slavishly when I was younger. I recently found someone with a complete collection. I pay him to send me an issue a month. I feel like I'm back in the old days when movies were being made and magazine subscriptions were in vogue.
I see. Interesting.
Forgive my pathetic nostalgia, but the arrival of their monthly oasis.
I can't argue with you there.
So don't. Now, leave me. And he's married to a man.
Anybody else see that?
Back in one piece, I see.
Of course. Here's a message I was given.
I'll take care of that. Now get your ass back here soon. These messages aren't going to deliver themselves.
I'm restless, Professor. I need something to do.
I got some deliveries for you.
Sweet.
Just watch yourself.
Like what?
I can't put me...
You shitting me? Back here. Are you kidding me? Ain't that a bitch?
I have a letter for you.
Ooh, look at this envelope, Berto. So pretty. I bet it's a wedding invitation.
God, I hope not. My tux rotted away years ago.
Oh, hush. Yep, it's a wedding. And can you believe it? Garrett, you know him.
Of course I do. What's he getting married for? That kid's played women like a loose game of three-card Monty for a while now.
Stop. It's some girl named Cordelia.
Cordelia? I remember her from somewhere. You asked me, that girl was selling not so much goods, but plenty of services, if you know what I mean.
Oh, you're terrible. I'm sure she's very sweet and they'll make a great couple.
If you say so. But I don't want to go to their wedding. That marriage will be over in a month. Besides, my tux rotted away years ago.
Oh, don't you worry. It's an announcement, not an invitation.
Oh, so they're just rubbing our noses in their so-called love. Well, I can live with that. It means we don't have to buy gifts. Besides, my tux...
Oh, will you just please shut up about your tux?
Who the hell is that?
Carriers Guild here with a letter.
Thank you so much, son. So kind of you to bring it.
Of course, ma'am. Happy to be of...
I don't get much in the way of visitors.
I'm sorry to...
How's the bazaar these days? Still bustling? Oh, how it smelled. Some thought it rank, but not me. It's been so long.
Well, at least you have people writing to you to tell you stories of the world outside your flat.
Yes, yes. I'm a lucky woman at that. Listen to me bending your ear. Forgive an old woman. I'll let you go.
No trouble at all, ma'am.
How's Mrs. Krasinski today, Carrier?
She seemed fine, I guess. Why?
Oh, I'm just wondering. She's all alone. Got no one. I worry about her.
Well, I just delivered a letter, so she must have someone.
Well, not really. I mean, I talk to her, but I also send those letters for her. The only other people she gets to talk to are you carriers.
I had no idea.
You're not supposed to, but I've been thinking lately. She's so alone.
Thanks.
Aiden, we have a situation.
What's going on?
Another ambush. This time it's Jack. He just radioed an SOS.
Oh, shit.
Look, I know you guys don't get along, but...
It doesn't matter. Just tell me where he is.
I'm sending you the coordinates.
Okay, I'm on it. If he calls again, tell him I'm on my way. I'm here. There's no sign of Jack. Not even much of a struggle.
Knock on some doors. See if anyone heard or saw anything. There's a family nearby.
Who is it? What do you want?
I'm from the Carriers Guild. I need your help.
What kind of help?
A fellow carrier was attacked nearby. Did you hear or see anything?
Yes, I saw something. What I saw convinced me that it's death for me to tell another soul.
You have nothing to fear. The Carriers Guild will protect you.
Can you? You want to protect us? Try clearing this floor of the infected. You know what it's like to live in a dark zone when monsters are lurking outside your front door all the time? My family and I are in enough danger without you added to our worries. So leave me be. Ask someone else.
I'll clear them out. And you'll help me then?
I'm sure you mean well, kid. But even if you succeeded, more would move in soon. You'll probably just get yourself killed in the process.
Well, it's worth a shot. You got nothing to lose.
You're either crazy or desperate. But do it.
Hey, it's me. The infected are gone. For now.
You've slain them? All of them?
All of them.
So you have. Fine then. He couldn't even put up much of a fight. They just...
Is it inhabited?
I don't believe so.
Oh, great. Okay, thank you.
And you have provided my family even if it lasts only for one night.
Looks like you carriers are as reliable as your reputation. Or should I say, predictable?
I predict I'm gonna beat your ass.
You're having a party and you didn't invite me. I'm hurt.
What the?
Derek, the prodigal carrier, so you are behind this after all.
What are you talking about? I'm here to save your ass.
Save your own ass. Kill them both, boys! What the? This way! You jackass.
Thanks. Looks like I misjudged you.
Same as everyone else.
But,
I told you I'd have my eye on you, Pilgrim, and I have. You're good, but when I saw you walking into a trap, I stepped in. I told you I'd be there when you slipped up.
I guess I took it the wrong way. Okay. So you're not the one hunting down carriers?
No, but I've been investigating. I've concluded it's someone on the inside.
Fuck. Any idea who?
I have my suspicions, but for now, I'm going after Jack.
But you were following him too?
Yeah, but I lost him after he was dragged in here, and then you showed up. He can't be far.
Calling all carriers. HQ is under attack. Nearby carriers to HQ.
Oh, fuck. That's Driscoll. We gotta get back to HQ.
Let's divide and conquer. You head to HQ.
Okay, radio in when you find...
Watch yourself, Pilgrim.
Welcome to the dead letter office, punk.
You're done.
I got something for you, motherfucker.
Another carry crashing the party. Ready for this?
a good thing you showed up when you...
If it weren't for Derek, I wouldn't have made it at all.
Derek? But I thought...
Yeah, so did I. But turns out all he wants is to come back to the Guild. And killing carriers isn't the way to do it.
Then who's behind all this?
Well, Derek believes it's someone on the inside. I agree.
Find that hard to believe.
Driscoll, you gotta come see this.
Jaime. I can't believe it.
He had to be working for someone. He couldn't pull this off on his own.
With personalities like Jack and Derek around, his nice guy routine kept him off everyone's...
Eden, it's Derek. I found Jack. He's dead. Now his killers are too, but I beat a confession from one of them before finishing him off.
What did you learn?
Jaime was working for Waltz.
Waltz is behind this?
Waltz? I didn't see that coming.
Thanks, Derek.
Hello.
Gather Jack's things if you can. I'll be in touch.
Roger that, Pilgrim.
So what is Waltz after? Destroying the carriers to disrupt the network?
Waltz isn't a destroyer. He wants to control...
I've heard about the carrier's Bible. Is there more?
A lot more. Maps, every little detail about the city and the...
Waltz is no doubt trying to gather He's looking for something and I need to know what.
That's information reserved for only the highest ranks of the... However, you've more than... Your time has come, Hotshot. Welcome to the top. You are, officially, our secrets are now your secret. Congratulations, Hotshot. And to think what you were when you joined. Some snotty-nosed little punk. And what you are now. A carrier. Makes me proud. With your fearless dedication and service, you've earned the right to ask of the rest of us. You get one favor. So
I asked that Derek be reinstated as a carrier. He saved my life, and even as an outcast, had this guild's back. He admits to his mistakes, and I believe he'll work hard to make up for them.
Well, if you say so, I'll believe you.
Thank you.
From now on, treat me like an open book. There is probably a great deal that you'd like. Want answers, Hotshot?
Eden. Heard the news? Meet me in the canteen. If I really am to thank you, I want to date in person.
A question for you, Professor.
Ask away.
I'm looking for a girl named Nia. She'd be about my age now. A little younger. Do you know anything about her?
No, I'm afraid not.
Yeah, she was one of Waltz's experimental subjects.
There were more girls. It was hard to keep that one out of...
Sounds like it could be her.
Maybe. But I wouldn't get your hopes up. She goes...
Oh. Can you tell me anything about X-13?
X-13? Back in the day, the military coded strategic... This included sites like Ward. The higher the number, the most... But I've never heard of any location with a...
So, what's strategically important about X-13?
Have no idea. But I'll tell you.
Can you tell me any more about Major Matt?
Before the revolution, Jack Matt... he made his name by refusing William's order. He managed to get most rank-and-file soldiers to join him and side him with the people and help in their... He's considered by many as not just a hero. Now, I hear, he's more and more after personal gain and the helpless.
That sounds like he's on a power... So, what about this Raynor?
Character's right. He's responsible for... This had him mixing with nearly everyone in the city, both the bigwigs, and he leveraged his role to make him... Which made him an unlikely revolutionary. He was... grounds... He came out on top in any case. And manages to supply... He's got exquisite taste. And in the course of his duties, manages to obtain all manner of rare artifacts as... Well...
So, what's the real story?
Heroes to most. Started out pretty simple. A group of soldiers who became infected during a mission. Now, usually, infection's too much risk. Especially, however, around this time, not only did they prolong the time you could spend in the dark, but also greatly enhanced... The downside was the side effects of inhibitors. They kicked the crap out of most people. If given a choice, most soldiers took the risk to remain in active duty. And to continue. That's why people consider them heroes. But because they joined the revolution, they were the real deal.
That's quite a story. So who's this Colonel Williams?
Oh, yes.
Ooh, how do you earn that?
If you hadn't just asked me, I'd say you don't want to. Williams was the right-hand man of General Pratt. I say nominal because it was an open secret that Williams was Pratt was a nepotism promoter. Growing bold, Williams ordered a chemical strike, unable to cope. What happened next? With Pratt having abdicated all authority, most of the soldiers refused his order. But not before the Colonel and many of his supporters met. Shortly after that, lucky for him.
Wow, the butcher... So what really...
It had been building for... Under Williams' direction, the chemical strike was... The military explanation for the chemical strike was to eliminate... Fact is, crowds of survivors. Citizens, but also undocumented refugees. There was no way to know who was healthy and who was infected.
Oh my God.
It was a tragedy beyond comprehension. Was the military that disorganized that it... In the end, it doesn't really matter. Death and so... As people have done throughout the year.
This has been quite...
No problem, kiddo.
A question for you.
Ask away.
Nothing right now.
Sure, hotshot.
So they are here. Grandma might be confused, but her memory's just fine for some things. I hope these pills help her. Here you go, ma'am. I mean, Grandma, I got your pills.
Took your sweet time, Jerry. Had to grab a pint with your mates after work again, is that it? You could have let me know before we got married. The day were your true loves. Well, here's your tea. See what kind of wife you have?
No, I'm not your husband, remember? I'm your grandson? Shit, now I'm confused. Take these, please. They should help.
That's so sweet you brought them, Aiden.
Wait. So, you remember my name? You know who I am?
Oh, my. Oh, all right. I might have exaggerated my memory problems a little bit. One can get used to this epidemic, even to the infected. But to loneliness? Never. What's the point of surviving if I have no one to share my life with? And you. Do you have a grandmother still alive? Do you drop by for tea with her?
Never had a grandma.
Truly? Then you do not even know what you are missing. I know so many stories. Would you like to listen?
I'd love to.
Drop by whenever you feel like it, and I'll be glad to tell you.
PK sure pissed off the renegades this time.
People bring hurt on themselves when they ask too much from life. Life is so very much, well, lively.
I'd love to hear your story now.
I am Bosnian. I survived the siege of Sarajevo by the Yugoslav army during the war in Bosnia and Herzegovina. It started in '92 and lasted 4 years. The longest and bloodiest siege in the history of Europe after World War II. My mother and I were hiding in the basement. Very tight, very uncomfortable. It was hard to sleep. One day, a boy showed up. He was maybe 7 years old. His name was Daniel. His parents had been killed by mortar shells. Higher up, you could sneak away from snipers, avoiding unprotected streets. But you could never predict where the missiles would fall. It was only a matter of time before Daniel would die. He came by every day, but my mother never suggested that he stay the night. We lacked food, and a third person would have made it impossible to sleep. One day, Daniel sat with us, and I could see how troubled he was. He had big brown eyes. "Can I stay with you?" Mother changed the subject. In the following days, she did that 3 more times, until finally, she let him stay.
Why'd she change her mind?
I asked her the same question. She said, I had to remind myself what it meant to be human. I have remembered that my whole life. When the virus broke out, I sheltered dozens of immigrants. People think of themselves to survive. But they won't survive if they think only of themselves.
Wow. I never thought about it like that. I'm glad I met you.
Just because you got holes in your shoes doesn't mean you're poor. If you got no one to lean on, that's when you know you hit rock bottom. I don't want to talk to you.
Did you hear? Renegades attacked the canteen. Nowhere to save it.
Legend has it that... Night Runners built these windmills.
I checked the insulation yesterday, and it's starting to come down. Every now and then.
Thanks, man.
Sure thing.
Inhibitor container detected.
Any hunts for me today?
Yes. I fashion its skin into vessel.
Sign me up.
Not just where, but when. It is an...
I will.
Give it a rest. Didn't sleep a wink all night. Kids? Yeah, not
I found the monster and gave it a hiding. Literally.
Excellent.
I'm ready for more. Anything you need hunted?
I do. Your most dangerous prey yet. The creature I've been telling you about? It's been located.
And it has something you...
Indeed. It's hair puzzle. Remember the GRE island? The one where you trap? It's there. Lurking at...
Wait, can't? Or shouldn't?
Either. Listen to me. There is no... Your only chance is to lure it into the trap and back. If that happens...
Don't worry.
Me and my buddies will whoop your ass. So, you want to fight, eh?
Here I am.
Aiden. I'm sorry, but thank you. I'll be able...
Speaking of which, how's Harlan's father? Any news?
As a matter of fact, yes. The parasites have been completely...
That's great to hear.
As was I. Outcomes like this are not...
Yep. And what do you have for me now?
Actually, there is...
What can I do for you?
Not for me. For Corvus. He's...
Corvus? I wondered where Mr.
Yes. Well, out in the garden. Please. Please.
If you...
We must celebrate.
What's this all about, Corvus? You're friendly all of a sudden.
I'm in a good mood. It's time to celebrate.
What are we celebrating, exactly?
I will tell you if you will drink with me.
Sure. I'll knock one back with you.
Excellent.
Okay, what's this celebration all about?
Your hunts are finished. You will leave and never come back. To that, we drink.
Can't hurt, I guess.
Such insolence.
Okay, Corvus, you've clearly got something on your mind. What's this celebration really all about?
You have been a thorn in my side since you first came here. You are coming between me and the Baba.
I don't know what your problem is, Corvus, but let's drink and forget about it.
Yes, drink, but perhaps not forget. And now, your surprise.
Oh, goody.
You will not just be leaving this place, but this world. I will send you to your grave.
Oh, finally, a direct threat. It's about time, Corvus.
Dog. You think you're a great hunter, eliminating powerful beasts.
Ooh, it sounds like...
Oh,
You know, I'm tired of your shit. I don't want to get caught between you and the Baba. Yeah, I'm out of here. Tell the Baba I said goodbye.
You think I would really let...
It's you. You're alive.
Corvus just tried to kill me. Why? Did you know that was gonna happen?
Yes. No. I did not control Corvus. I was his prisoner.
Hey, what?
The robbery I mentioned, he staged it so that I would be obliged to him. He quickly began demanding more and more payment and threatening me if I tried. I couldn't leave. Too many of them. And he had to stay.
Yeah, bound till death. That's what he meant. But...
The hunt made me realize that you could face...
You set me up.
I couldn't think of anything else. I knew you would prevail.
You owe me nothing.
Perhaps. But please take...
That's mighty impressive.
I know you think I am a charlatan. But I was a pharmacist I just cloak them in a bit of mysticism because the old ways appeal to my customers. White lab coats are hardly a comfort to people these days.
Yeah.
So thank you. Come back.
Okay, then.
Chances against renegades are pretty good.
Can I ask for a favor?
Pick it up again. And, well, you get the strength of this after a day's work.
I'm gonna have to get going.
Aiden, I have a fresh list of book locations for you. Was that Alice's Adventures in Wonderland you brought back? Do you consider the library your Wonderland now?
I don't know about that, but it's a definite change of pace.
I bet. I would imagine, like Alice's journeys, yours are disorienting. And you're probably surrounded by no small amount of madness. You seem immune to such afflictions. Seem, I say. But are you really, Aiden? Do you ever get close to losing it?
Of course. I mean, we all have our moments, right?
I know I do. Sometimes it's all I can do not to fling myself off the nearest balcony.
I do that all the time. It's kind of my job. But yeah, I get down sometimes. And I just get over it. Now, I let myself feel bad, but I can't afford to wallow either.
Stifling your feelings can be dangerous too, Aiden.
Yeah, maybe. But that's just how I'm wired. And I'm off. See you next time.
I'll be counting the hours.
Juan would rather enjoy his caviar than take care of that mountain. I know you don't like it, but I got a favor to ask.
Probably something with that redhead. Gotta go. So, if it's that affected me, I can see it.
You found them. No one wrote adventure around the world in 80 days. Journey to the center of the... Did you know that in the Nautilus, he predicted many features of modern submarines? You'll be interested to know that in Plato's Republic, Socrates argues in defense of the connection. Ah, if only such a sentiment could break through the cracks of our... You know, Aiden, I truly believe you deserve... I truly do. That...
Ah, if it isn't my intellectual sparring partner. I see you brought Albert a copy of Plato's Republic.
I haven't read it, but Albert was sure excited.
If it has pages...
If I had to choose, I'd be happy. We all deserve to be happy.
I suppose, but at what cost? Could you disregard the pain and suffering around you and still be happy?
You said choose one, so I did. You didn't say I had to be realistic.
Albert's shelves are nearly full. I suppose you'll stop visiting soon.
We'll just have to see about that.
Well, at least there's one more location to check.
Here you are. This'll make Albert happy.
You, give us that book.
What, this book? What's it to you?
Because it contains a treasure map. That's not what we hear.
It's not gonna happen.
Then we'll take it. Plunder 'em, boys.
I've got you now, motherfucker. Eat this.
No more.
Here! He's here!
A treasure in Treasure Island. Idiots. Wait, what's this? Looks like a safe combination. I'll be damned. Where's a treasure map? Well, of sorts. Luckily, the book is the only treasure Albert's looking for.
I heard about Rose withdrawal from the island. Your old man knows what he's doing.
So boring today.
And then I stopped.
Don't bother
But
me.
I intend to
I'm
pick it up
thinking.
again.
And, well, you get the strength of this after a day's work.
I asked for a reassignment, and I think I pissed someone off.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that, Private.
Weird. Tell me what's up with you instead. I don't know. Recently, I had these. I'm gonna have to get going, but it's been really nice talking to you.
More books. I may have to start calling you. Almost everything you think you know about pirates comes. But did you know it was originally. And even though it was for children, many pirate movies, when there were movies, were rated R. You, sir. Darwin's Origin of the Species is what's happening around us somehow an expression of. You did it, Aiden. Our work here is humanity has a chance to survive, Take this. It is but a pittance for all your great works, but it may serve you in your daily adventures.
Thank you, Albert. But I'm curious.
With our literary part...
What's that?
Secure the future, of course. Ensure...
So, write more books?
Precisely. Starting with a record...
Who would want to read about me?
After I've told your tale, my boy, everyone. Oh, and it will...
Nice.
Now leave me, for I must begin. Oh, and check up on Thalia.
Keep well, Albert.
Of the books you brought, On the Origin of Species and Treasure Island caught my eye.
And probably inspired a question.
Indeed. So, how do you view yourself? Are you a pioneer like Darwin? Or a pirate like those found in Treasure Island?
I don't know. Don't know enough about either to choose.
Fair enough. I'm glad to hear you're not so self-absorbed.
But...
There's nothing wrong with a little role play that leads to a bit of self-examination. I wonder if you're capable of that.
On that note, it looks like I finished my work with Albert.
Oh, so it means you won't be coming back?
But yeah, I mean...
As hard as it is to admit it, at least a part of me is really sad to hear it. The feelings I've read about, that's nothing compared to what I feel. I'll miss our conversations.
Yeah, me too, Thalia.
Do you think it's possible that I could see you again?
Very possible.
You can visit me at home, if you want. I've marked my flat on your map. I'll be there after the sunset.
Okay. See you there.
Till then, Aiden.
Would love to have company here, if you know what I mean.
I guess.
Keep it up. In rhythm. Maybe you'll actually pull it off one day. You shit.
When are they gonna equip us?
Who said that?
When hell
Shut your mouth, pal.
But I intend to pick it up again.
And, well, you get the strength of this after a day's work.
Joke. To me,
Matt will not forgive the renegades for that.
It's Aiden.
Come in.
Well, you have a nice place.
Thanks. At least here you can pretend that this whole nightmare isn't happening outside. You know, I had a dream.
What dream?
That one morning, I went outside. There were people on the streets, kids playing, people in the cafes, like in the books I read. Crazy, right?
I think we all share that dream.
Do you think if this world were different, would you get married? Build a house?
That seems unlikely. It's so detached from what my life is.
My everyday life is in my imagination. In literature. I'm probably just a weak little girl to you.
No. You're sensitive, but that doesn't mean you're weak. Those who are weak just give up. They stop caring about anything. Give up on life, but you still care. It means you still fight.
Someone told me once that only the gentle are ever really strong. Will you hold me, Aiden? Can we pretend that what's outside isn't happening? Just this one time.
All right, Thalia. Just this one time.
Were you just gonna slip out?
Well, no, it's just that, you know.
Monsters to fight, people to save. I've read those books.
I'll see you later.
Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. We both know the world we live in, after all.
Didn't you say yours was the world of imagination?
But not delusions. I'm glad this dream has come true.
Likewise.
I know. Goodbye, Aiden.
Me, people will always complain.
So what don't you like? Find that harshly. What matters is being effective. It's like a rodeo. Of savings. a drink, come back and see me.
Thanks, Aiden. You don't know what being back in the guild means to me.
Don't thank me. You proved yourself.
Maybe, but you made it happen. Here, take this.
What's that?
A little toy I whipped up for myself. I want you to have it. I call it Deliverance. And it's yours.
Holy shit. Look at this. Thanks, man.
Use it in good health. Or I'll find your corpse and steal it back, Pill. Aiden.
Roger that. You take care, Derek.
Baby cakes, you're always welcome here.
Juan Raynor?
You lost, man? We didn't call for a waiter.
I've got orders to find you. From Meyer and the commander. And my name's...
I know who you are, Aiden. After that bang-up with the Renegades, half the canteen wants to name their most precious offspring after you. Including Vinny here. But you interrupted our meal. State your purpose in one sentence, then please, make yourself scarce.
Oh, you know perfectly well why I'm here. The UV lamps. Meyer says you owe the Peacekeepers a delivery.
And you think your barking will make an impression on me? The Lummox-in-Chief Jack thinks he can scent his terrier, and everyone will wet themselves in terror. But what can I expect? He can't tell the difference between champagne in a crystal chalice or water from a dog's bowl. He hasn't an ounce of refinement. Isn't that right, Vinny?
I don't know.
Don't be afraid. It's not like Jack is gonna march in and have you hanged. At least not now. Vinny. When will you grow a spine? You want my attention, Aiden? Show me you deserve it. What can you offer me?
Look, I could help you out as easily as I'm trying to help Matt.
I don't doubt that. I've heard you were a pilgrim. But you're new here. Smashing the skulls of a few peasants doesn't mean everyone wants to lift you up on their backs. You have to be more subtle with people. Everyone has their own desire, their own price. Your pitch just isn't working for me quite yet. Try again.
Mm-hmm. All right, listen. I'm just trying to help. I need those lamps.
So the groveling and begging begins. My favorite part. You really need him? Or Jack? What'd he promise you?
Look, you were supposed to deliver, and I was asked to make sure you do.
And how do you expect to do that? Maybe bat your pretty eyelashes at me? I'm not saying you're not my type, because you are. But I need a reason to break Vinny's heart for someone else. So, you have to try harder.
Huh. Okay.
You've used up all your time. Didn't pique my interest.
Look, what is it you want, Juan?
Like they used to say, if you gotta ask the price, you can't afford it. Returning to more pressing matters.
And?
What should we try next?
Did you make headway with the pompous ass?
Never met a guy quite like him before.
I told you. Come see me back at my place. We'll talk.
I hear Matt told his men to leave this.
Let me guess. He scarfed down 5 horses and had a hot young woman at his side.
A young man, but the rest is accurate.
He's a piece of work, all right.
Well, I need him to get back to work. Jack needs UV lamps and Juan's dragging his feet.
That'll be tough. Juan barely listens to Jack, so he'll be an even tougher audience for you. He has his own men and power base, and he loves rubbing Jack's nose in that.
And what can I do about that?
Same as everyone else. Bribe him. He likes fine art, antiques, expensive shit from before the fall. When he sees something that used to be valuable, he can't stop himself. 0 self-control.
All right, where can I find something like that?
I heard of an old Polish guy who lived in a penthouse by Liberation Passage. They say he was an art collector. You can try his place. You can only get there via paraglider. That's why there's a chance something's left. I'll be on the radio and guide you to him.
What about you, huh? Going on a hunt?
No, a party. It's Danier's birthday, but you never know when a guest list will overlap with a hit list. Why don't you come and have a drink with us when you're done with one?
I don't think Danier likes me.
He doesn't like anybody. We'll be in touch. Remember, use the paraglider.
Yeah.